So today we're going to bring to you the basic punches and variations that we believe everyone should know in order to defend yourself in dangerous situations. Bringing to you about the top 5 self-defense techniques in the previous video. You can also link these techniques to them and also make sure that you're very strong and you can defend yourself in any type of situation, even if it's critical or very dangerous, and making sure that you are defending yourself and leading away from the situation. So the first move we will be seeing is the jab, and Vimukthi will now demonstrate how we can actually learn the jab and present it in order to defend ourselves. So the first point you have to consider in learning this jab movement is your stance. Okay? So as you can see, this is the stance that you have to come to in order to start this jab movement. And also you have to make sure that most of your weight is given to your front leg, while also making sure that you don't have much grip on the floor because you have to be spontaneous in your movements. Once you have come to your fighting stance, the next part that you have to focus on is the movement of your hands. Okay? So this being the placement of your hands, you should make sure that this demonstration of how your left hand is the lead hand and the right hand is there to protect your neck. And also you have to make sure that the elbows are always pointed downwards, not front and not back, because these will be in a position where you can move them freely in order to protect your body in any part of the situation. After being in the fighting stance and also with the arms placed like this, now let's see how you can actually throw the jab. So now you will also again see how you can actually throw the jab. And the main points that you have to consider when throwing the jab is that you have to move your hip a bit so that your body comes a little bit front, and the behind leg should also be lifted a bit in order to gain power in moving yourself to attack the attacker. Now let us walk you through the main do's and don'ts of throwing the jab. Now you have seen that the main do of this technique. While you saw that the arm has to be rotated a bit and moving that way, the main don'ts of this movement is that you should not make sure that your hand is at a straight position when you are throwing the jab. And also you should make sure that it is not very short when doing your movement, and also not very long, because you should make sure that your arm is stretched but not very elongated in order to make yourself free in making this movement. So the next don't is that you should make sure that your arm is pointed in a way that your thumb is not pointed downwards. This is commonly called as pointing the torch at your attacker, but make sure that you don't do this because that is the wrong way of attacking. So the next basic punch that we will be showing to you is the hook. It comes in a way of right hook and left hook, and it starts in the way of the basic fighting stance that we showed you before. Now we will demonstrate the right hook first, and now the left hook. So as you can see, the most important point of that basic punch is that your arm should be at a 90-degree angle with your body, and you should be swinging it from the side of your body, so that the advantage of learning this fighting technique is that if the opponent is blocking you from front, you can actually attack the opponent's skull from sideways. So the third technique that we'll be bringing to you is the uppercut. This also has two different techniques of the right uppercut and the left uppercut. And now we will see how Sanjana demonstrates it to all of us. The first point is you have to come in your fighting stance just like before. It's the basic stance with the basic way of pointing your arms towards your body. Now Sanjula will demonstrate us how the right uppercut and the left uppercut movements go. So the right uppercut movement is, and that being the right, the left uppercut movement is. What you have to focus here is your arm swings below your body and not from behind your body. The advantage of learning this movement is you can attack your opponent when he is in a close range to you. And that being said, you can attack the chin and the ribcage of the opponent by swinging your arm from below and using the uppercut movement. Next, we will be showing you the technique of palm push. How you started is being in the same fighting stance that we were in the previous techniques, but the difference is that your arms are going to be positioned in a way that your palm is facing the opponent. This is because you should use the full surface of the palm in attacking. And now you will see how the palm and the palm push is actually used in attacking. surface of your palm. This technique is called the hammer, and what you should know is that this area of the fist and also this area of the fist is what is being used in attacking. Now the master will demonstrate how we can use this area of the fist for the movement of hammer. That being said, the usage of this area of the fist is in advancement to the hammer technique that we just learned is the inverted hammer technique that also uses this area of the fist for attacking, but the main point that you have to consider is you're attacking your opponent from the side of your body by swinging your arm, just like the hook technique. So as you can see, that was swinging your arm from the side of your body, and that is called the inverted hammer technique. The next technique you'll be learning is the cobra strike. This can be used in a situation where you want to attack your opponent in his most vulnerable parts of the body. So this is done by folding your hand palm in a way that it's folded in the shape of a cobra, and so that your fingers are very firm and pointed towards the attacker. You can attack the opponent's eyes, throat, solar plexus or the groin by this movement, and make sure that he is getting attacked in his most vulnerable parts of the body. In addition to the cobra strike movement, there is also another jab that you can do using two fingers of your hand. So that you have to do is you have to make sure that your two fingers are firm and steady, and you have to poke one's eyes or the throat by using your two fingers. So the next technique that we'll be demonstrating to you is the beak attack. For this, you have to fold your fingers in your hand just like the form of a beak of a bird, and make sure that your fingers are very firm and pressed against each other so that it makes a strong hold that you can attack with. Sandani will now demonstrate how your hands should be. And while your hand is folded in that way, you can make sure that you attack the opponent in his pressure points, just like the part of the forehead or the neck and the solar plexus, so that it attacks the opponent in a very harsh way and makes it uncomfortable for him to make his next move. The next technique that we'll be showing to you is the blade attack. So for this, you have to make sure that your arm is very stiff so that it forms a blade-like structure in the two sides of your arm, and that you can use it to swing around your body and attack the opponent in the sides of his body. Company. So just like that, you can attack the opponent's neck mainly through this blade attack, making sure that it's actually sort of cut by a blade-like structure of your arm. Coming down to the last bit of the basic punch variations, we have the tiger fist attack. So for this, you have to fold your fingers in a way that it forms a claw, with your fingertips touching the insides of your palm. And this can be used in a way that you attack the opponent in the form of a slap using this form of your hand, making sure that the attacker gets attacked in a way that it again makes it uncomfortable for him to make the next move. The last variation of the basic punches is the eagle claw attack. So what you have to do is form your hand in a way that it forms the claw of an eagle, and this can be used in a way that you have to grab someone's face or push the attacker in a way that you have to freed yourself in the situation. So as I said, the hand should be formed in a way that it forms a claw so that you can grab the face or push the opponent. That brings us to the end of the video of the basic punch technique and variations. Stay tuned for the next video. We have more exciting things coming up.